Hello and welcome to Outlook's election analysis. I am Satish Padmanabhan, executive editor. I have with me Bhavna Bij Arora, who's our political editor, and Puneet Nicholas Yadav, who's assistant editor, who covers the Congress, who may soon have no beat to cover, in fact. But to go back to the BJP, Bhavna is just coming back from the BJP office, and she's been speaking to a whole lot of leaders. So I would like to ask, Bhavna, did 286 even better than 2014?
Yeah.
I mean, is this beyond even what some of the BJP leaders expected?
Yes, it is. Though Amit Shah has been saying that we are going to reach 300 and everything.
Yes.
Though it sounded like bluster earlier.
Just little short of it in the end, perhaps. I mean, almost there.
Yeah, almost there.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, what sounded like bluster earlier, but it seems to be coming true.
Hmm.
But the thing is, they've actually worked towards their goal
Hmm.
and worked very systematically.
Hmm.
So it's a well-earned victory for them.
Where the major surprises, there was talk that these three heartland states, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, where the Congress did quite well in the assembly polls, that they may sort of claw in a little bit. Complete sweep.
Yeah, it seems like a complete surrender by the Congress, and that they could not actually face the challenge of
Yeah.
BJP. Though in the assembly, like you said, they had just Congress had just won, but that too was a narrow margin. So BJP, I mean, they actually clawed their not just way back, but and Lok Sabha elections are anyway different.
Yeah.
People are electing their prime minister,
That's true.
and it seems that it is the Modi wave that has swept.
Yeah,
all the states.
we'll just come to that. Just before that, the Heartland BJP was strong. I mean, they had performed pretty well last time too. But some of the other regions, East for instance, I mean,
Yeah.
how they have really worked their way up in West Bengal.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I mean, it's really commendable in such a short time. And the left seems to be just not there.
Not there at all, and even Congress is not there at all now.
Yeah. In
And
West Bengal.
No, yeah.
So how many 10 plus they may get in the end?
BJP, no, 18.
Wow.
They'll reach 20 maybe, but 18 seems like almost
Which
certain.
also Mr. Shah had predicted in some ways.
Yes.
So coming to Congress, I mean you were also just coming back from the office and you were just telling us about how the mood is. I mean, what will it take for them to introspect seriously?
I think now this isn't just a bad defeat. They have now come to say, but I think the last we checked, the Congress was leading on just about 52 seats.
Yeah.
Which is, you can't even call it a gain over what you had in 2014. From 44 seats, you've gone up only to 52, or maybe it may just go up to 56 or 57.
It may just get the
Yeah.
leader of
Yeah,
opposition.
but I mean,
which seems
it
not
looks
very,
like as of now you'll again not have
No.
that leader of opposition position. But what it would take for the Congress is very difficult to say, because the Congress just does not learn from its mistakes.
And Rahul Gandhi himself might just lose Amethi.
It looks like, because I mean, since morning, although it's still been he
Extremely close.
Yeah, very close, very neck and neck. He takes a lead of 1500 votes, then starts trailing by
Yes.
2000.
Yes.
So it's still very close. He'll get a consolation in Wayanad.
Yes,
But,
that time. We'll just come to what the Congress, but before that, the various issues before the election that were like the economy not doing so well, jobs not being there, farm distress. But this and there were also talk that there is really no Modi wave this time. I mean, but all that analysis seems to have really just gone all right. I mean, it is the Modi wave. I mean, and he seems to have waded over all these issues.
Absolutely, and it is like you said, it is a Modi wave, not a BJP wave.
Right.
Exactly.
And people
Right.
have voted for Modi as the prime minister, and in some places people didn't even know who the candidate was.
Yeah.
They just wanted to know, okay, we are voting for the prime minister, we are voting for Modi. And even Mr. Modi, when he was campaigning, and even during while he used to make his speeches and all, he always said कि आप कमल का बटन दबाइए, वोट सीधा मेरे पे आएगा, मेरे पास आएगा.
Yes.
So it was like only a Modi campaign which was there.
Also, in the end, it is not even a Balakot. It is not even a national security. It's not. It's some sort of a amalgamation of all this, and just. I mean, it's isn't it? I mean, it's not one issue over the other, really. I mean, you could say that Balakot got him this, and something else got him, but it really seems like beyond all that.
Actually, even if Balakot had not not happened, probably BJP
I think it would have still been
be
the
the
same.
same.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. You know, I
And-
mean, it's maybe a difference here and there, but it would mostly be the same. I
See,
think.
the thing is, the way they have projected PM Modi, the way he has projected himself larger than life and everything, and opposition has completely failed to kind of compete with that.
Yeah, and also you know the sort of the focus which they go region wise. I mean, as you were saying earlier, we were talking that how it was Project East
Yeah.
a lot this time, and how they have gone about it for 5 years. You know, got their party activated there, and you know the cadres excited,
Yeah.
and won and shown the result.
You know, I was speaking to the people who have worked in West Bengal very closely. So they said the strategy was basically to strengthen the organization at the booth level. And but
Yeah.
imagine 5 years from an organization which was almost non-existent
Right.
in West Bengal.
Right.
They have reached the stage where actually Trinamool Congress is actually feeling the heat.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, more than heat. I mean, it's really it's poor showing actually by Maya. You know, Mamta, even though she fought very hard, and you know, it was. I mean, the whole thing was very acerbic. But I don't think she's. It's a real sweep even there. Actually.
I was speaking to Mr. Kailash Vijayvargiya. He's the general secretary in charge of West
yes,
Bengal.
yes.
He was stationed there and he was like there all the time. So he was saying that the victory would have been bigger. He says there has been booth capturing. He he says especially in he was alleging that especially in Mamata Banerjee's nephew's constituency.
Mhm.
Diamond Harbour.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that he said I can say that 50% of booths were captured.
Well.
And so, I mean, that is just an allegation, so we
Yeah.
really don't know. But he said
Yeah.
even otherwise, 10 to 15% booths were captured by Trinamool. He said it was so violent. He said that even we were taken by surprise.
You know, Puneet, suppose Rahul Gandhi actually loses from Amethi. What happens? I mean, does this dynasty, this family?
It will be a terrible humiliation for the party because they were always very confident of Amethi, and in fact, even you know when the BJP was saying that he's run away to Wayanad because he fears losing Amethi, the Congress officially kept saying that look, Wayanad is only to send a message, and you know at the risk of slighting people from the south, they said that
Yes.
if he wins, he's still going to retain
Yeah.
Amethi and he's going to you know vacate Wayanad.
Right.
So they were that confident. It also has, of course, a family link. You know, I mean, Amethi has been a pocket borrow for the Gandhis, for the Nehru Gandhis for decades. So for them, it'll be a huge humiliation, and ultimately also, you know, UP, irrespective of what happens, these were the two seats, Amethi and Raebareli,
Yeah.
that the Congress never lost. As Congress President, Rahul losing from Amethi after, you know, just a few days back saying that he had been successful in dismantling the idea of Narendra Modi is a major embarrassment.
Would you think there would be clamor for him stepping down?
I think there will be a lot of disgruntled people within the Congress speaking up. Ultimately, whether he steps down or not
Yeah.
is a little difficult.
Or
to
is
say
it-
because-
I think he should step
because
down himself.
I think he should step down himself.
Yeah.
Because it may not
you know,
be
the
in the
problem
Congress.
is in the Congress party. This question has come up time and again of whether there should be a Nehru Gandhi leading the party, and time and again people within the party, even those who off the record do not say very positive things about the family, would say that you know the problem is that if it is not a Nehru Gandhi family member leading the Congress, the party will split.
You know,
Because that's the glue that holds all these factions together.
You know, there's another message from the voters actually.
Yeah.
You know, I think they don't realize that India has changed. The voters have changed. I mean, just because it's somebody from the Gandhi family that he will win without even doing anything.
Yes, I mean, this sense of entitlement.
The sense of
you know, this-
entitlement, it's a message from the voters, not just to Mr. Gandhi, and also
Yes.
to Jyotiraditya
Jyotiraditya,
Scindia,
yeah.
who'll probably lose his seat.
Who's
Gujarat.
also trailing,
Yeah,
I
it
think,
looks
yeah.
like because he's already trailing by almost
Yeah.
80,000. It's not a.
So
Yeah.
they can't rest on the laurels of
Yeah,
their
of the
family
family.
unless they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
something.
Yes.
So I think they better do something. It's a wake up call which should have come 5 years ago.
But I mean, the only thing I would like to qualify that is that possibly the dynasts in the Congress need to learn that because the dynasts in the BJP seem to be doing well.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
That is
I
true.
mean, all the dynasts, and it's not as if the BJP did not field any. They
Yeah.
fielded a fair share of dynasts, and all of them are winning. It's only the dynasts within the Congress party.
But Puneet, before this result, I mean, this kind of a rout, there was a feeling that this time around, the Congress party did fight hard. That there was some sort of a broad plan.
Yeah.
That they did go. Wasn't there? I mean, that is what.
See, I think that irrespective of the result, that is one thing that we'll need to acknowledge, that unlike say a 2014
Yeah.
or the assembly elections that happened immediately after 2014 in Maharashtra, Haryana and other states, the Congress did seem to put up a fight. It's just that none of it worked for them, and they did come out. I mean, if elections were fought on a manifesto, then the Congress
Yes,
did come out on
yeah.
a very good manifesto, and they did put up a good fight. They did put up good candidates, and for a change, it looked like they had a serious campaign. Earlier, to some extent in 2014, but prior to 2014, all the time, the seniors in the party would shy away from contesting the elections. This was one election
Yeah.
in which they put out all their candidates all their senior leaders for contesting.
They were all. That's true. Yeah.
All of them were fielded,
Okay.
and but clearly none of them won. So
Yeah.
And
You know-
another lesson from the elections is the way BJP is getting seats, like it's 286 at this time where they are leading. If the lesson from the voters is that you cannot take the voters for granted, and second, I think the voters have gone beyond regionalism. They have gone beyond the caste lines. Only then this
Yes.
result is possible.
Absolutely, this is beyond any caste, class, region. Yeah,
In
absolutely.
UP, the Gathbandhan is not doing as well as everybody.
In fact, I
thought.
was just going to come to
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
neither
that-
in Bihar. I mean,
Yeah, get
There's a
talking.
clean sweep almost.
Yeah,
clean
if you can
sweep,
spend a
yeah.
little time on UP, I was thinking,
Yeah.
of course, Amethi and Raebareli is, but the Gathbandhan, which when even we travelled in Eastern UP, did seem to be, there's a lot of talk about, there's a vote transfer, that they're going to do well, but this again is it's very poor showing.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the Gathbandhan, by the Mahagathbandhan. I mean.
Yeah, because BJP was supposed to be in major trouble in
Yeah.
UP.
and in fact, I mean, not much different from 2014. Again, in the Gathbandhan, it's the dynasts who are winning.
Yeah, it's only the family.
So you've
yeah.
got Ajit Singh winning his seat.
Yeah.
Jayant was trailing for some time. I don't
Yeah.
know if he's bounced back. But the Mulayam family is again, all the family members are leading.
Because they take all the safe seats for
and they
themselves.
take all the safe seats, yes. But I mean, those are also the seats that they've been representing.
Nurturing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean nurturing in terms of actual work,
True.
but yeah, in terms of the
Yeah,
cadre
sitting
and all
there.
that, sitting there.
Yeah. Odisha is a bit of a surprise. I mean, it's both in the assembly and in the Lok Sabha. Assembly, of course, Mr. Naveen Patnaik seems to be really holding.
That
I mean,
was
in fact,
expected,
sweeping
yeah.
actually. And BJP has made some inroad, but not, I think, as much as they expected.
Yeah, they thought probably they'll hit double digit there.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't seem so.
Doesn't seem so, but you never know because it's been going up and down. Earlier it was leads in 10, now
Yes,
it is
yes.
7 or 8.
Yes.
So, yeah, but maybe they not
But-
as well as they expected, but West Bengal they have kind of.
Yes, and if you can spend a little time on the two assembly elections, one is Odisha, the other Andhra Pradesh. There it's Mr. Chandrababu Naidu is annihilated. I mean, it's like it seems Jagan
Yeah,
Reddy
yeah,
is,
and he's been roaming around in Delhi looking for allies when
for a third front.
the ground's
For a-
completely slipped.
Yeah.
You
So there, I mean, is that a surprise? Jagan Reddy sweeping this way? I mean, there was talk of him doing good, doing pretty well, but this is a complete sweep.
It was kind of expected there also,
Mm.
but maybe not this well, but it was expected that he'll make it easily, Jagan.
So now the next sort of a big block or region left, I think, is the south for the BJP in
Yeah.
some ways. I mean, of course, Karnataka they have done very exceedingly well.
Kerala, I think they're probably winning 1 or 2 seats.
Yeah,
No, they were trailing the last time I saw.
Okay.
But they would.
but
Was that a
their
surprise?
vote share seems to
Is
be
high,
going up
yeah, would
quite
be-
substantially.
Yeah. So, what do you think? I mean, do you think that would be the sort of focus area now to like they did with the East?
Yes, of course, definitely that has been the focus area even earlier, and maybe they did not make as many inroads as they did in West Bengal, but Kerala is a tough territory also.
Yes, yes.
But BJP is not going to give up.
So, Bhavna, if we can talk a little bit about when we are just closing now. How would Modi 2.0 is going to be? What is, I mean, how different is it going to be from the last 5 years? What new things are they going to do? How different would it be? I mean, in various, I mean, reforms, social reforms.
See, I've been talking to people, and they are saying, one, the consolidation of their all these schemes for the poor, that is going to be done, and whatever remains will be consolidated. And economy, they know, they said microeconomy is a problem. They said at a macro level it's not really such a big problem, and but they are aware of it. So, but let's see, in those terms, at least they are saying that they are aware of the problems and the issues that they have to work on. And since they'll come with such a mandate, and I hope they'll do it, they should be doing it. I mean, on the flip side, there's a fear that they may become arrogant.
Yes.
And but so far it seems as if, I mean, as of now, they were showing
and of course,
humility.
apart from the economy, I mean, the other part where a lot of people have worries about, that it's being divisive, a little sort of they try to sort of stoke communal tensions, etc. I mean, how would you think they would be handling that now?
I think it should be better now, because earlier Mr. Modi never really commented on these things whenever somebody made a statement. But this time he spoke up about Pragya Thakur.
Yes,
and
that's true.
Yeah, so
Who's winning?
Who's winning? Yeah.
Who's soon be.
So we will need to see what Modi did, will do with her once she comes to Parliament.
No, I don't think she's going to get any ministry. That much I can say.
See, that is exactly. I mean, that's the kind of signal you think they would be sending.
Yes. This time I think it's going to be that. See, because they know now they have consolidated and everything.
Yes.
And another thing, because they have actually managed to, like you said, polarization and everything. I think now on Ram Mandir something is going to be done.
Yeah. My reading is that considering that they have actually gone up in their numbers as for the leads. From 282, they seem to be now touching 290, 292 seats.
Yes.
So it looks like in terms of government, I don't see them changing much from what they have been so far. And I think the fears that a lot of people have of them being more arrogant, of especially among the minorities, the SCs and STs and all, I think those fears are not misplaced.
But as Bhavna said, sort of this kind of power also brings a lot of responsibility. I mean, it's like it's a great mandate to have. So maybe this sense of history, responsibility as to what you would be remembered as, those might come into.
I think that is going to happen. And in fact, one of our viewers has asked, if Modi's marketing and BJP marketed itself quite well, if that was also an issue.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely was. They have actually.
It's a contributing factor, and you can't deny that they've
absolutely
just stolen the show when it comes to marketing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But nobody stopped Congress from doing it
either. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, is the question that is it only marketing and there is no substance? Is that what he's trying to
No, it's just commenting that marketing was a big thing.
That is true. I mean, but what about it? I mean, it has to have some substance in the end to, for them to really succeed. I mean, which will happen, you think, in the
It will, with the nationalism agenda, while the Balakot and everything. There was an undercurrent of Vikas which actually was there alongside, because people did talk about the schemes, people did talk about Swachh Bharat, people did talk about Ujjwala. So that was a scheme which was running at a kind of a lower at the ground, but so that too has contributed.
Thank you very much, Bhavna. Thank you, Puneet. Thank you very much, viewers.